What is up, ladies and gentlemen? John MaClain here with another fantastic time, a fantastic video, some TikToks, a lot about UFO, a couple hilarious ones, and that's all I remember right now. But let's just get into it. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, let's go.
Seriously, guys, we need to take a trip down to South America. Well, why has there been so many sightings coming out of South America lately? This one came out March 4th out of Brazil, and I'm sure I've seen it in a couple of other sightings also. But so many of them. There's been the one out of Colombia, multiple out of Colombia, out of Peru, out of Chile, out of Brazil, a few of them also from Brazil. But it really does, I mean, South America really is a hotspot for UFOs.
Já tá no 15 vezes aqui. Oh, this is good.
And these have been seen way before AI, way before drones.
Science director does a speech, an inspiring speech, right? And in that speech, he talks about manipulating space and time, right? And, technology is going to go amazing places, right? And people hold on to that saying, hey, we will control space and time? What? And then shortly after that, Northrop Grumman explodes a storage facility that harbors explosives for freaking rocketry and all that kind of stuff. Now people are coming together thinking there's something that's associated with this, which is kind of nuts, right? But it's amazing how people interconnect things. It starts to freaking build this conspiracy theory that comes together. I mean, no one died, thank God. And what we're understanding right now is that all it was a storage location for chemicals. It was. And this happens to be part of a facility that builds rockets. But very interesting this week, man. Very interesting. I wonder what you guys think about this.
This is a 30-second video on how to build a barbecue grill. First, fill the wire support with rocks that can withstand heat. Then, insert the wire into the pole, connect it to the metal chain, and pull it back to prepare for the final important setting. Next, connect 3 other chains to the end of the chain on the pillar. Now you need to connect the grill plate to the chain, but if you attach a metal ring to it, you can easily connect it, and it is very practical. The highlight is that you can adjust the length of the chain and the pole to set the height of the grill and cook deliciously.
So apparently in nobody's news, on Wednesday, one day after the White House announced that we have, or just, kind of sideways let it out, that we have technology that transcends space and time, buildings of Northrop Grumman just randomly blew up.
Breaking news out of Duchesne County this morning.
Fox 13's Scott McCain is actually on the way to the scene of an explosion right now.
Going down just shy of 2 hours ago. First reports coming in a little after 7:30 this morning. Officials in Box Elder County informed of an explosion at the Northrop Grumman facility in Box Elder County. And from what we're being told so far, no reports of any deaths or injuries. And also, at this point, no word yet on what caused the explosion.
Just blew up. Don't know why. Kind of made it into the news. Nobody really talked about it. Now people are talking about it. Not suspicious at all. But I like when they do stuff like this, because it's kind of like telling us that they're guilty without telling us that they're guilty for entertainment purposes only. This personally made my day hearing about it. It did. It made my whole weekend. This brings me joy because it lets me know that we're getting closer. We're getting somewhere. We're no longer in stagnation. There's some push going towards something. Even if we're not seeing it, there is a push that's happening towards these black budget corporations. And I really like that. It brings me a lot of joy.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Okay, love you, bye.
You feel the same? What do you think?
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
This is so funny. I love those. They're hilarious.
Last night we caught another strange thing darting into the El Popocatépetl volcano. I probably absolutely butchered that, but as you can see here, cigar-shaped object flying inside the volcano. There's two different perspectives here. This was caught around 2 AM, and again, both displaying this strange cigar bolting thing. And for those of you that don't know much about this volcano, it is notorious for UFO sightings, things diving in, things jumping out, things flying over it, interacting within the ambient space. It is just a hive of activity. And then as this object darts in, for about 5 seconds, this trail kind of remains. And again, this is something that we do see quite often with other objects darting out, leaving trails behind them. Whether they're superheated and kind of, I don't know, like burning through the air, leaving a vapor trail of sorts. I'm not sure, but again, this is something that happens very frequently. And this is just one of many pieces of footage that comes out of this volcano itself, of another strange cigar-shaped object diving into the volcano, right? Exactly how we've seen displayed last night. Same object doing the same exact thing. And it kind of puts the question again, why are these things in and around volcanoes, man? We know there's something more going on there. Are they harboring energy because there's so much energy and heat there? Is there something more in there? Would they be building a base because the places that you would expect an advanced civilization to be would to hide themselves in volcanoes, the deepest parts of the ocean, or weird areas in space? Like, these would be the places where you would want to be completely unnoticed, would you say? And these strange sightings in nature just carry on and on. There's so many. If you just type in the El Popo volcano UFO sightings, it's a lot, mate. So it begs the question, what do you reckon? Coinkydink? Or something more? You be the judge, man.
William Shatner.
This is what I think. What if a thought, all for entertainment purposes only. What if it's an entrance, right, into inner Earth? Inner Earth has a sun, but it's not what we think. It's actually the lava, magma, whatever. I forgot which one it was when it comes out. Well, you know what I'm saying, I hope. Lava, and then that reflects in the inside, which creates a sun somehow. I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box right now. What do you guys think? An entrance? Could it be? Like oceans were like, that's old school. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe volcanoes are old school entrances. And now oceans, or I don't know. Let's move on. Let me know your thoughts.
Says that in the late 60s, he was driving through the desert in California, motorcycling with his friends. He got separated from the group, so he's lost in the desert, alone. He starts freaking out. He starts looking around, seeing if he can see anybody, and it's just pitch black. He gets back on his bike, and he just starts driving. And he said all of a sudden, a floating sphere appeared over his shoulder.
What?
And it communicated to him telepathically and guided his motorcycle back to where his friends were. We need to save ourselves.
I've seen a sphere, and I've probably talked about this before, but I've seen it twice. And it's just like a ball of white, like a quartz, kind of like a cloudy quartz, just flying in the air, just smooth, just flying by. I don't know. It's my experience. I caught video of it once. It's on my TikTok. Check it out.
Good day. I'm Big Red the Necromancer, and this is part 2 of our unboxing.
This is a good one.
Somebody beat us to it.
Whoa. This is a good one.
A group of rich women went into outer space for 11 minutes to make history, and Katy Perry was one of them. I just spent an hour on hold trying to renew my health insurance. It's the 15th, so I don't know if I'll be able to pay rent this month. It's still debatable. I can't even use straws anymore. I have to use paper straws to reduce my carbon footprint. But apparently if I have enough money, I can go to freaking outer space for 11 minutes. Am I the only one that is confused?
This is your sign. I don't know if you needed one. This is it. Go do that thing. Sign up for the course. Meet that person. Try your attempt at that new skill. Please do not let your fears hold you back from the things that you want most in this world. You can do anything. 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 And when I say I promise you, there is a life beyond your wildest dreams on the other side of fear and the unknown. But at the same time, isn't it actually on the other side of the known? Because of the life we currently live, that we know if we do this is our daily routine, we go to work, we do these things, we know these things and the outcomes that are going to happen. And I would think it would be the same for the things that we want to go after in life. Do not let the fear of any of it hold you back from the things that you want most in this world, because it is on the other side. And most importantly, what is known is that if we keep living the way that we always have, we will always get the same results. So take the risk, take the chance. If no one's told you you are worth it, you are stronger than you could possibly imagine. And it is all happening for you. Get ready. I love you. Bye.
Yes, don't be insane. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And fear, remember, fear, well, this is my outlook. Fear is just made up, right? It's not a lot of our gut instincts anymore. We lost that when we stopped living in caves. I mean, we still have a gut instinct, but we've been diluted with fear, so we confuse fear and instinct sometimes, a lot of the time. It's my thoughts. Entertainment purposes only. If you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share, or whatever. Yeah, just do what you want, basically. What about these spheres, though? Like I said, I've seen these, right? And yeah, it kind of looks like. Now, okay, so what if these are just ancient civilizations, right? Maybe they're gone, maybe they left. I'm not sure. What if these are their little surveillance drones? What if they're in the ocean, in the volcanoes, and this is their surveillance drones? That's a better thought. I'm trying here. What do you guys think? Have you ever seen one? Check this. I've seen this too.
So I'm in the cockpit.
These lights, they go down and then they curve, or they'll even shine bright at you and then they'll disappear. I have no idea what these are, but I've seen them quite a few times.
Bit of a plane.
Have you?
This is getting brighter.
Let me know in the comments.
Outside the plane.
And then it turns.
When's it turning?
It stops, and then
Wait.
And it stops position.
That's not a flare. I mean, look how high they are. There's not an airplane way high. I don't think so. I don't know. It's just a thought. Do you know anything about this?
And then it goes away.
What is that?
And then there's two more.
Where?
Right below it.
Where? Point to where there's another one. Oh. And now there's two more. So what is this?
I don't know, man.
Look at it. Bright.
Maybe like other
throbbing,
beings just popping in.
And then wait. Then it went away.
What if it's opposite, right? The air is actually, well, of course, right? It's the water's ocean, so the ocean's above. So
by now we're all aware that the JWST
ocean's above, same as the ocean's below, or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't think right now. So what if, right? That's that saying. So there's another civilization in the waters. We are the ocean above. I'm not sure. What would they be thinking?
potentially found life on the planet K2-18b, right? But here's where science meets prophecy and myth. So strap in. So we know the planet K2-18b sits in the constellation Leo, right? And we know inside the constellation of Leo, the planet sits near Regulus, right? Which is the heart of the lion, which is significant in almost all ancient cultures. And the Great Sphinx faces towards Leo, right? And we know this, or it did when it was first erected, and some believe it was built to watch for something, and in 2026, Regulus will align with its gaze, a moment said to happen every 13,000 years. What? Now, when the Sphinx is staring towards Leo, towards a constellation where there's a planet with potential life that's potentially calling back, is this mere coincidence, or something more? This is where it all kind of ties in together, right?
Sorry, it looked like the Sphinx, the head was bigger. Did you see that? Right here. See? So maybe it was bigger, and they just made it smaller later on. Look, I just caught that right now. What do you think? Look at it. Look at it. Okay.
Leo, towards a constellation where there's a planet with potential life that's potentially calling back. Is this mere coincidence, or something more? This is where it all kind of ties in together, right? This is Chris Bledsoe, for those of you who don't know. He is a profound UFO experiencer, and he's had crazy experiences all throughout his life, throughout Skinwalker Ranch, even to modern day now, right? And something Chris Bledsoe said is quite striking. According to the experience of Chris Bledsoe, when Regulus aligns with the Sphinx's gaze, a moment that happens every 13,000 years, a new era of knowledge would begin. And he got this in a vision during an encounter. We've detected possible life on this aquatic world in this constellation, okay, just as prophecy, astronomy and a monument all align, okay? This is not just coincidence. And to go even deeper down the rabbit hole, this is a water world. And with all the UFO sightings that we've been seeing in recent times and even in the past, of things coming in and out the ocean countless times, okay, who's to say that some of these aren't from that constellation, this water world? This is why they're in and out of our water! And you don't have to believe in prophecy to kind of feel that something big is coming and it's on the horizon. So, I don't know, man. I feel like something major is about to reveal itself. So let's strap in, because it's going to get hella interesting.
Such an exciting time to be living, right? I know it's been said before. It might sound corny, but I don't care. I liked it. I liked it. Fine.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little orb UFO leaving the ocean, right? Where have we seen this before? Almost every other freaking day at this rate. Okay, this was filmed by the Expedition X, a Discovery Channel show that investigates the unknown. Orb coming out of the water, man. Look at that. Right? Interesting. During the filming, they recorded a UAP light orb leaving the water. Immediately after it, it was supposedly filmed by the team in a boat operating an ROV underwater. Right? Orb UFO floating up into the sky and dissipating shortly after. Okay? And I get footage almost weekly at this rate, if not every other day, of something over the ocean, floating in and out of the sea, or some weird stuff going on over there, right? Whatever it is, there's something strange and weird going on in the waters, right? Whether it's a secret mission.
What if it's something falling and they reverse the video footage?
That's to do with a 3-letter agency, or it's a...
like they lunge something out there. I don't know.
Extraterrestrial, okay? That word, that seems to trigger everyone, right? But we just don't know at this rate. But there's something that is more apparent, is this is happening more and more. Very interesting. What do you guys think?
Ladies and gentlemen, John MaClain here with another ending to a wonderful video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you back next time. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, comment, do all the things.